We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 50 Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Able to find Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to position as his number 1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter.
The Cowboys' 35-yard line.
First, J.K. Dobbins. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
From the gun, Jackson. finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 12. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Report! Watch 18. 18's the mic. I'm coming. Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's a gain of 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 17.
2nd and 11. Now Jackson. He gets it left side to Johnson.
Nowhere.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Rolling to his right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Play action. It's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 17, Prescott. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch 18. 18's the man. I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 18. Mike 18. Now watch run. Watch run. Watch 18. 18's the Mike. Get your swerve on.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The open man is Westbrook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
13.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. 30, past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this.
Vikings 8.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down by Mackenzie Alexander.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 8.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. Elliott a first down and more. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 20. 74 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 9 yards on the first down keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
At the 30-yard line.
On second down now. Dobbins. They find some open field here.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, report.
Now Jackson.
Rolling to his left. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Throwing, Jackson.
Able to shake him off.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas